4 weeks post-op. In case you have not been following along, hello, my name is Dora Evenhack. I am 18 years old and I am currently 4 weeks post-op from double jaw surgery. I still have a lot of metal in my mouth and plastic, but we are almost at the end, and I could not be more thrilled with getting to eat again and with the results as well. If you have been following along, you will notice my swelling has drastically gone down and the girl looks pretty good. I'm looking so much more like a person and feeling as such as well, besides the horrible, horrendous lisp. I've been feeling really good lately. In my most recent videos, this location has been where I've spent my days. I'm here in bed, but we'll make it a little more fancy. We'll make it a little more professional for the 1 month update because I'm feeling really good, especially after seeing my surgeon today. I'm feeling very good. Here's why. So, what happened today at my surgeon's office? I'm so glad you asked. Well, you see, I went in fully knowing I would not get my splints off, I would not get my arch bars off, but I was going to request that we took off one of the wires that were holding the arch bars on my teeth, because for the past few weeks, well, the past week I've really noticed it, there's been this wire poking the flagella, I think is what it's called. I will put the actual name here if I'm incorrect, which is basically the skin right under your top lip that connects your lip to your gum. I had a wire that was poking that little flap and like pushing it over, and it was very uncomfortable. It made it painful to make facial expressions, and not only that, all the wires up there were literally imprinted onto the inside of my lip, and they were just so painful for anything. Also, those wires were making it difficult for me to clean my top teeth because they were everywhere. I have pictures, I'll put them in here somewhere, or right over my face. These wires were covering most of my teeth, and the gaps in between were hard to reach with a toothbrush, which you wouldn't believe, but they were difficult to reach. Tonight I just cleaned my teeth for the first time with having those wires removed. It was so amazing, and actually he took off so many wires in the front, not just the one that was bothering me. And because of that, the arch bars, like the arch bar that goes across still, I can move it a little bit, and so I was able to kind of hold it down to clean where my teeth come out of my gums, which was beautiful. As I was brushing, I noticed my gums getting a little red. I can't feel my top gums, but they definitely needed the cleaning, and I wanted it. It was just amazing to be able to clean up there and attempt to restore health to my gums that have been so brutally violated and denied of their healthy desires. The most exciting news about today's appointment is that I am scheduled for next Wednesday morning at 10:15 to have it all taken out. I am so excited. One more week of all of this. The splint and the arch bars are coming out. And I will see my teeth. And I won't get giant sores on my cheeks from the hooks of the arch bars. There will be no more irritation. It's going to be an amazing day. I have my appointment booked on Wednesday, June 1st, instead of keeping along with the Tuesdays, because the only time available they have on Tuesday conflicts with my babysitting job that I will be resuming. And just to be safe, I will not be eating anything 8 hours prior to going, in case the pain is so severe when my arch bars are taken out that I decide I need to go under general anesthesia. I don't think it'll come to that, but we want to play it safe and not put my body through more than it already has and more than it needs to. But so far, I believe it was last week, at week 3, the week 3 mark, that I had a bunch of my wires taken out on the bottom teeth. I felt no pain, and my surgeon was like, I'm in pain just doing this to you. It's like, I mean, I feel pressure, but it doesn't hurt. I'm still pretty numb, I think, in my gums. But then today, especially when he was taking so many out on the top and it wasn't hurting, I'm feeling pretty confident about next week that I can tough it out. I really don't want to go under general anesthesia, just because I like to be aware, I'm not a big fan of being out, and if I need to, I can just have a topical, I think would be the word, a topical numbing cream put on my gums. So worst case scenario is I go under, so we're gonna plan accordingly, but I probably won't get to that point. Okay, the angle has changed because my phone died, and this new location is the closest cord. Also, you're not crazy, I did change my shirt. My other shirt had personal information on it that this new angle would have disclosed. Anyway, what I was going to talk about next was my current relationship with food. As I mentioned earlier, I'm still on an all-liquid diet, but I'm kind of content with my liquid diet. Like, if somebody's eating food next to me, I'll only dramatically exclaim, "Oh, I wish I could too." too. But, I mean, obviously, I do wish I could chew, but I'm not literally dying to chew and to eat. Like, I am capable of waiting 2 more weeks, I believe, at this very moment. We will see how I'm doing throughout the final 2 weeks, but I'm pretty chill. I do have slight cravings though. The cravings I can't fulfill are like popcorn and cookie and you know, things like, yeah, like I really wish I had some popcorn. I really wish I could eat a cookie. But you know, you can kind of bypass those things. You want buttered popcorn? Just add butter to your soup. It's like the same thing. I've been drinking a lot of buttered soup. And it feels good. It hits the spot. So no, I'm not crazy about my diet, but I'm also not crazy about not being able to eat. You know? Like, I don't want to be on a liquid diet, but I can be okay being on a liquid diet. I think the thing that's keeping me going is my surgeon, who, I quote, says, you can eat a steak at 6 weeks, end quote. My surgeon claims that I will be able to eat anything I want at the 6-week mark. So we're gonna hold him to that. And I pray that is reality. I think what will be the real test is actually going through these last 2 weeks. My surgeon has said to me though that the last 2 to 3 weeks are the hardest because you're so close to being able to access your teeth and eat, but so far, and as I'm returning back to normal life, I am going out more and knowing I'll be getting everything off next week, week 5, and then going out to eat without being able to eat, even though your eating tools are available. It'll probably be rough, but you know, it's just gotta be patient. I am slowly but surely returning back to the outside world and normal life, and I'll really be going back into things this coming week. I mentioned earlier getting back to my babysitting job, even though I'm quitting that job and looking for a new job in a few weeks. Going back to church, and like I mentioned, going out to eat. Those are all coming up this next week, and I'm realizing I can't keep hiding. You've got to get back out there sometime. And one thing I will say is, don't go back if you don't feel ready. Don't let anyone pressure you into getting back to life. But definitely don't be afraid. I know a big thing is not feeling like yourself, not looking like yourself, feeling like a spectacle, which I have been worried about. At some point you've got to go back. I will obviously keep you updated on how things go for me, but I'm feeling really good about everything right now. As I return, I still will have all of these appliances in my mouth, so I'll still feel a little different and a little odd. And obviously in a group setting, there's the fear of not behaving like a normal person, facing the worry, am I drooling right now? You can't feel anything. It's the expression I'm making looking right? Will people be able to understand me? That is a big thing for me as well. But it's all part of the process, and when you do go back as yourself. I've met one-on-one with friends of mine, and at first they're alarmed at my appearance, but as the conversation and time goes on, as long as you're yourself, my friends have been able to quickly make the adjustment, and they see me as who I was before surgery. Now, if that's not what you're going through or going for, that's a whole nother thing that maybe you and someone you love should have a conversation about. Okay, I need to wrap this up. My storage is not working in my favor. Rude. If you are curious as to how my recovery has been leading up to this point, I recommend you go watch my past videos. And for those following along, stay tuned. More will be put out soon.